Hi, my dear professor. Today my presentation will be about the analysis of the Walmart. So first, I would like to talk about some introduction of the Walmart, history of the operations and the business outcomes during the different periods. So the Walmart, they used different strategies in different time periods. So between 1990s and the 1970s, Walton opened the first Walmart store in 1975. There were 122 stores with total sales 314.3 million in that period. So the next period will be the 1980s and to the 1990s. The company's first Sam's Club store was opened in 1983. In 1985, the total members of the Walmart store was 882 with the sales of the 8.4 billion. By 1955, the company owned 1,095 discount stores and 239 supercenters. So at that time, they also owned the 276 international stores with the total sales at 93.6 billion. After 21 century, in 2005, Walmart has 312.4 billion in sales on more than 6,200 facilities around the world. Nowadays, Walmart has become the largest international discount retailing company, and its legend continues. So, as I mentioned, I introduced the history of the Walmart. Now I would like to talk some information about they use different strategies in different periods. So in 1970s, they're putting in a dominant new four-line store in the small and medium-sized communities within 300 miles of distribution center, continuing the policy of the maintaining true discount price and the maintain one of the lowest gross margins of any chain in the US. So they used a very good strategy at that time period. And the next time period and the next 10 years period, Walmart besides continued to expansion, the company made some changes in its strategies, which were about the 20 units, according 159 licensed jewelry department units to make them the opportunities. In 1990s, the company still focused on the expansion in 1990s, but in the States, they use these strategies to open many international stores at that time. With the rise of the e-economy, it's like they opened some online shop. So the company has made some adjustment in strategies, such as offering a broad system with a lower price, meeting the local needs, and delivering the results focused on globalization during the communities in all of the world. So here, on the other hand, Walmart operating the conditions of the US. Walmart is a very big company, so they can solve a lot of employee problem. So many Americans can find the job in the Walmart. So because we are like a kind of marketing course, so we need to talk about the detail of their strategies which they used in the company. Marketing strategy. The company is trying to communicate with the customers in a more conversational style and to offer them the money saved tips. Research and the development strategy. Walmart has developed the corrective ways to manage inventories and contribute goods. The third is the financial performance. In in the year 2013 and 2012, Walmart is gaining marketing share across almost every county that has its branches. Board of the directors and senior management. There are 14 members in Walmart's board of the directors who have to selected on the basis of the outstanding achievement in a series of aspects. So here we use different business models to analyze the company. The first models I was used is the 5 pillars. So the degree of the competitive is the medium. It means the competitive level is in the middle. The source of the new entries is in the middle. Like for example, in China and in Canada, there are other superstore in the same market. The power of the balance is medium. The Walmart always use the lower price to attract the consumers to buy their goods. The power of the buyers is low because sometimes the buyers will attract by the other store in the same marketing, and the source of the substitute products is low. So in Walmart you can find almost everything was used in your daily life, so the substitute product is low. And here is another model of analysis of the Walmart current operations. This is the normal one we use. It's called SWOT. So the strengths, the lower strengths, the low cost leadership management, reduce operation expense is there. I think this is the most biggest strength of this company. The weakness, having problems in expanding in urban areas because of the limited space. Because Walmart, they always need a very huge land to open their store, but in some areas the land is limited. The opportunities and emerging markets such as the markets in Asia, South Africa, and South America. Explore online platform to keep consumers. So for example, in the nowadays, the e-business is getting more popular and popular. So there are some opportunities for Walmart to open their online shop. The sweats. So the sweats is always be the competition in the same market, and in some country they need to pay attention to the policy of the government. Here is another model to analyze the strategy of this company is TOWS. So the SO stress offering products at a lower price to keep consumers by allowing the consumers to order online. And the WO's strategy, setting a clean as mission segment, exploring the markets in developing countries. ST strategies, offering different kinds of goods at the affordable price. WT strategies, existing product lines of invest in programs that have ever confidence in investing more on advertising companies to keep its competitors always on the procedure, making a thorough study of the foreign market to have a current marketing positions. The last is the association of the Walmart condition in BCG growth share matrix. So the range of the market growth, we can see the high and the low. The analyzed question marks invest stars, how's the holder and the general food, the fresh food, but at the lower level is the food for the pets and the milk, like the cash cows. and the daily necessaries, like we use some products in our daily life, cook food. So here is a very clean form in my PPT to show you the result in the BCCG growth share matrix. So the last one of my presentation, this part will be the table development of the Walmart. So from the very early year in 1967, there are 24 totally the stores in the world, but the sales just was 12.6 million. But from 1967 to the 2005, there are more than 6,000 and 200 stores in all of the world. The total sale was 312.4 billion all of the world. So at the last of my presentation, I was very interested in this company. So in someday maybe I can find a job in Canada in Walmart. So thank you. This is my presentation.